This is gonna be one of the easiest ways to make money, especially if you're a traveler, without having to change your lifestyle. Hey fam, and welcome to another episode of the Wanderlust Wealth Show. Today I'm gonna be talking about literally this golden nugget that anyone who travels like at all should be doing, because it's probably one of the most passive ways that I make money now. And so think about this, when we travel, we basically leave our homes empty, right? There's no one there's no one using it, yet we're still paying the bills on it. We still have to pay electricity for that period of time. And even though you aren't using as much electricity, there's still a little bit that is being used and we have to pay for whatever that is, right? Plus, even if we're gone for a month, we still have to pay our Wi-Fi bill or the water bill or whatever it may be, right? And so, instead of leaving it completely empty, just rent it out. Literally just rent it out. I know that sounds so simple, but hang in with me there. So I have pretty much spent the last over a year now out of my home. Like, I think I've spent a grand total of a month actually in my house this last year. Right now, I'm not even in my home. I'm currently at my parents' house and spending time with them. So my home would usually be sitting vacant. But here's the thing. I started renting my place out while I travel to give me extra income. I've rented it as both a medium-term rental and as a short-term rental. Both strategies work because they are furnished rentals and you don't have to move any of your furniture. You don't have to move any of your stuff. It's a pretty easy, straightforward way to make money. You've just got a couple of systems and things that you have to put in place beforehand. So for example, literally this last month, I was in Seattle for the first 2 weeks, and then I'm here in Houston for the last week or so. I spent about 6 or 7 days actually at home, but the rest of the time I was traveling, and my place was rented out legitimately the entire time. And just for those few weeks traveling, I made $3,000 passively. Like, legitimately, I did not have to do much. Got systems in place so that whenever I leave, it's pretty straightforward. Now, this is also just such a surefire strategy to be able to save up additional income in order to pay for your down payment. So for example, I am now going to be looking for another place to buy here within the next month or so because I'm moving. And so in order to actually save up for that down payment, what I'm doing is I'm taking all of the money, any of the money that I'm making while I am traveling and renting out my place, that is going towards the down payment to buy the next place. Now, there are obviously a few things that you need to take into consideration whenever you are renting out your personal space. For example, you want to have a place where you can lock away anything super valuable, right? So I lock my clothes away, my shoes away, jewelry, certain things I take with me. Like, I take my passport with me every single time because I just don't want to leave that in case I need it for whatever reason. But there's a bunch of stuff that you may have that's like a little bit valuable and you just don't want lying around for anyone to use. So that is the first thing that I would do, is find a place to be able to store your stuff. Now, this could be a closet, this could be a whole room, this could be the attic, this could be a basement. You could get a separate storage unit. There are so many ways to do this. For me personally, I just lock up a closet and that's really all I need. I don't really have that many things that I don't want other people to use. Most of my stuff, I just don't really care about it, right? The second thing that you're gonna need is you're going to need to find a really good cleaner and a really good either handyman or housekeeper, and that can be the same person too. But that is going to be key in order to make sure that you consistently have eyes on your property, but then also to do any of the turnovers in between different guests coming in and out. So they are gonna be your boots on the ground team. They're gonna be your eyes and ears for the property. And it's super critical that you find a really good one because they will make or break this experience for you. And then number 3, this is gonna be one of the most handy things, but it's making sure to have a Wi-Fi lock. So some sort of lock that connects to your Wi-Fi where you can control it from anywhere in the world. I personally really like the Schlage Encode Wi-Fi lock. I've talked about it in so many of my videos because it's what I use on legitimately all of my rentals. Before I had a different lock and I changed every single one of my rentals to this lock because it is so good and I'm able to control it from everywhere, and I can link it into my property management system so that it creates a brand new code automatically for every single new person that is coming into the house. So I don't have to worry about things from a security standpoint, right? I don't really have to worry about people overstaying their welcome or tenants staying too long, because the lock literally stops working after a period of time, like after their stay. Surefire method. But seriously, y'all, you are sleeping on so much money if you aren't renting out your place. Now, I end every episode of the Wanderlust Wealth Show with some daily gratitude, because daily gratitude changes your attitude. And today I am just so thankful for being able to spend time at home here with my family. I've gotten to see them a lot this year ever since I quit my job, and that is a part of the, core reason as to why I quit my job, is spending more time with the people that I love. And don't forget, y'all, life is just way too short to choose clouds.